Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Amanda Dewald. I'm a wife and mama of two boys, 5 and 7, pregnant with our third, who is due on Thanksgiving. Today is Thursday, November 5th, 2020, and I am currently exactly 37 weeks pregnant. So I had recorded like a little thing for, sorry, I'm like super out of breath lately. I had recorded a little thing for week 35, but I think I'm just gonna redo it and like do it all in here, and this will be for video 35 and 36 since I'm currently just turned 37 weeks. So this is it. I'm in my bathrobe. I did manage to put a little bit of makeup on. My hair is a mess. Literally, this is the only spot, I know this is terrible lighting with the windows, but it's like the only spot in my bedroom that I can like do something right now. There's just stuff everywhere because we're still redoing our bathroom. And so the spot that I normally do like against the wall is just, there's just stuff all like, it's just everywhere. My like, don't zoom in on any of my stuff. It's so dusty. My task is to clean this room today. Everything is so dusty from all of the like smashing tiles and things. Like there's just a layer of dust everywhere and it's terrible. But anyway, all right. So we're here for pregnancy. Wow. I feel like week 35 was very uneventful. But and 36 to be quite honest, but like just the last couple days have been eventful. So I'm going to tell you about that. We'll do a bump shot at the end. So let's go back, take it back to week 35, of which I wrote in my journal 25, but it's not, it's 35. I did lose a piece of my mucus plug again, which if you've been following this journey, I've lost parts of it, probably like 4 or maybe 5 times total throughout this whole pregnancy. So not anything alarming, not anything concerning, like nothing came with it, no cramping, no nothing with it. Like it just was there. But it did happen. I've been super fatigued, like so tired. I've been taking so many naps, and thank goodness my husband is like so kind and just so good about like allowing me that time to rest, and I've been taking him up on it. Look at all these flyaways. This is insanity. And I've been taking him up on it because I know once baby's here, like I'm not gonna get the sleep. So I've been trying to really like, if my body wants to sleep in, I sleep in, and just like rest when I need to rest. The swelling has continued and gotten worse. It's pretty bad. I have some pretty large cankles. Like I would say the swelling, like even my hands, like I don't have my ring on right now, but my rings are tight. My face feels swollen. And actually I was watching a vlog the other day and I heard someone talk about how their lips were swollen. And this was before mine felt swollen. And I was like, that's strange. Like I don't think I've ever had that symptom. And literally the last week, I would say, my lips have felt like, everyone says that my face still looks the same. Maybe they're just being kind. I don't really know. But my face feels swollen. My nose feels bigger. My eyes, like I notice I have to wear makeup more because I don't have to, right? I could just not wear it. But I feel more comfortable with makeup on because without it, I feel so swollen and just like gross. Like, I don't know. And my lips feel swollen. My legs are the worst though. Like my legs are at least double the size that they normally are. Other people might not notice it as much. It's clearly noticeable that they're swelling, but they might not necessarily notice all the way up my leg. Like they would notice that my ankles and my feet are very swollen, but like all the way up my legs are pretty swollen. So that's just been really uncomfortable. Like everything is difficult. Like it's harder to lift my legs up. It's harder to, just do things. Like everything feels so heavy. I feel very heavy. Speaking of heavy, I did weigh myself. I haven't decided yet whether I want to disclose how much I've gained. I have gained a lot of weight this pregnancy, which I'm not surprised. I told you guys in another video that I've gained a lot of weight in every single pregnancy. I don't know what it is. Like, that's just how it happens. I have been lucky enough, knock on wood, to lose it like right away. This is my third. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So I'm not like concerned about it. I try not to focus on my weight because I really, unless I have other symptoms accompanying it, I don't think it's a big issue. But I was a little shocked when I stepped on the scale. I won't lie. I was shocked. The pelvic pain has continued. I think, I don't know if I mentioned, now I'm getting confused at what I've said and what I haven't. By the way, I don't know if you guys see, I'm a squirrel today. I don't know if you guys see this, probably not because I put makeup on over it, but I have a huge goose egg, like right here on my head. My son, banged his head, oh, when I turn, you can see, do you see this? My son banged his head on my head last night, and it hurt so bad, and I have this huge goose egg on my head. I had a bad headache yesterday. But anyway, okay. All right, so moving along, pelvic pain has continued. Nothing new. Some days it's really bad, other days it's not. I don't know. It's always on the right side. I did have a midwife appointment. Oh, this was like from like the last midwife. Okay, so I've had 2 midwife appointments, I think, since the last time I updated this. At the last midwife appointment, his heart rate was in the 140s. He was head down. And then I wrote down that I would have the GBS screening and the ultrasound at the next appointment, which I have, so I'll talk to you about that. And then also, so I have, you guys know that I go to the chiropractor weekly throughout at least the last couple months of this pregnancy. And I haven't been able to because my chiropractor was not available for a 2-week time period. So it's actually been, I'm going in on Monday, thank goodness. But when I go on Monday, it will have been 3 weeks since my last appointment, which is a lot for me. Like, I haven't gone 3 weeks pretty much like since the beginning of this pregnancy. So, yeah, so I'll talk a little bit more about that. But sorry, I'm like in between notebooks right here, so I gotta flip to it. All right, so that was pretty much week 35. And then week 36, which I just finished up, I've noticed like really out of breath for everything, just talking. I don't have to be walking, like just talking, it makes me out of breath, which I remember with the boys, like that's normal. Increased urination frequency, yes. I get up at least once in the middle of the night. Most nights I get up between 2 and 4 times to pee. Again, the swelling, let's see. I have been noticing hiccups, which is new. That just started, I would say, within the last 3 to 4 weeks that I've been noticing hiccups with baby, which is fun because, you know, it's like that consistent, like, you know, it's hiccups because that movement comes like at a regular pattern, but also kind of like annoying because I'm like, okay, that's enough. Like, I hate when I have hiccups, and like feeling the hiccups inside me is just kind of weird. But I've been noticing those. A lot of lightning crotch, which I don't know if I mentioned that in my last video or not. And lots more pressure. So I just had an appointment at the midwife on Monday. So today's Thursday. I had an appointment on Monday, and they did the ultrasound. It was just like one, like on her phone. It was just like it was like a mini ultrasound, like not a real ultrasound really, just to check that baby is head down. They do it at 36 weeks. And then I also had the GBS testing done for group B strep. So I haven't gotten those results back yet, but when she did the ultrasound, she did verify that baby is head down and he is engaged. So that was relieving. That was good. Really, when I went to that appointment, I had no, like, I'm going to talk about some symptoms that I've just gotten in the last like 2 days. I didn't have any of this on Monday. So just within the last like 2 days, I have had, specifically last night, like, okay, so I woke up last night at 2 a.m. and because I was like cramping and like getting contractions. So I know it wasn't like real labor, but I don't know if I would necessarily call it Braxton Hicks, because I've been getting Braxton Hicks since like week 20. maybe even earlier in this pregnancy. And I had them all throughout my first pregnancy. I had them towards the end of my second pregnancy. So like, I know what they feel like and I know what the difference is. I've been in actual labor and I've had Braxton Hicks. Oh, my clock just said 11:11. And so I know that it's not Braxton Hicks, but I know that it's not like true labor. So I don't know, like some sort of in-between phase I feel like I'm in right now, which is strange because I'm only 37 weeks. So I don't know, this could last another 3 weeks, right? I have no idea. But I have been noticing, so I got up at 2, I couldn't go back to sleep. So I went downstairs. I drank some coconut water. I sat on my ball. Like I was trying to just I was super uncomfortable. My back was killing me. I was having like really bad back pain, cramping, and like the difference between the, so I'll try to describe like the difference between the contractions that I had last night and have been getting today versus what I've had throughout this pregnancy. So throughout this pregnancy, it would be like, I'll try to show you guys. Like down here, it would just get real tight. Didn't hurt at all. It was just tight and hard, and that would happen irregularly throughout the day, pretty much every day for a while. This was different. This was like up here, and it was like a band like all the way around my body, and really feeling like the back pain. I was getting nauseous with every one that would come. Still getting like hard and tight, but it just was different, like in a different spot, felt different. My whole body was reacting differently. So I was a little nervous. Like I just kept trying to like move in different positions, just kept trying to breathe and be like relaxed. And I told myself that if it continued until my husband woke up at 6, that, you know, I would call my midwife or doula or whoever, but it did not. So that went on from about 2 until 5:20. I came back up to bed, and at that point they had stopped. So I was able to sleep until about 8. And then since I've been up today, I've definitely been noticing like my back hurts really bad. I've had a lot of cramping, a lot of frequent urination. I've gone to the bathroom like number 2 multiple times. Nothing like loose or anything to be concerned about, but multiple times already today, really within the last couple days. So I don't know. I don't know if like that's early, late, like if my body's like getting going. Like I don't remember ever having this early on with either of my pregnancies. My first pregnancy, I was induced the day before, and I remember feeling this way for, I don't know, maybe like a week or so before I was induced. And then my second son, I didn't start having any of these symptoms till I was after 40 weeks. I remember I was like 40 weeks pregnant and I felt great. And then like after 40 weeks, he was 10 days late. So it wasn't necessarily like right at 40 weeks, but for about a week, I remember kind of feeling like this. So I'm thinking like maybe baby might come early, and maybe like I've got about a week of this and then he could come. I could have 3 more weeks of this. Like honestly, I could have up to 5. Because I'm due, excuse me, in 3 weeks, but my midwife will allow me to go up to 42 weeks without needing to be induced or anything, as long as everything is, you know, fine and as I pass my stress tests and all that. So I could have up to 5 more weeks to go with this pregnancy. So I really don't know what is going on. I don't know if this is baby getting ready. Maybe we'll have our baby next week. Maybe we won't have him for another 5 weeks. I really don't know. But I do think that it's interesting that it's this early on. Like, I don't remember feeling this until I was like 39, 40 weeks or later, you know, with my other pregnancies. So we will see. So I can't remember which of these I mentioned that I had today, but I've been having like the back pain, the lightning crotch, which I just actually got just right now. That's so weird. If you've ever experienced it, it's the weirdest feeling. A lot of pressure, just so much pressure. Like I definitely think if I'm not in like early labor or some form of early labor, my body, like he's definitely dropping and getting more engaged because something is going on. Like I feel it. I feel just so sore and achy down there. I waddle now when I walk. Like I just feel him very low, and like it's a lot of pressure and very uncomfortable. Turning like in bed and stuff, or even just like laying on my side is just feels uncomfortable. I have to have like something in between my legs. So I think that's pretty much it. But having this happen this early on has really kind of been like a wake-up call to me, because we have been gathering baby things, right? I think I've been mentioning, like, my girlfriends threw us the little baby sprinkle, and so we have like the bassinet, and we have some clothes, and we have these things, but they've all just been like shoved in the room that's going to be the nursery. Because the bathroom project has just taken us so much longer than we anticipated. And so nothing is done with the nursery, which is fine. Baby doesn't need it. Like, he'll be in here for a while with us anyway. But the bathroom is still not finished. Like, I still don't have a working sink in our upstairs bathroom. I mean, we have another bathroom downstairs, but having a home birth, like, that's important. So we're almost there. My husband's been working his butt off, and now that this has happened, I think he will work even harder to like make sure that it's done. But it's definitely a little stress, like, anxiety provoking, knowing that our bathroom is still torn apart, and so obviously nothing is even getting touched in the nursery until the bathroom is done. But I did today. My mom came over and she helped me organize some stuff. We did finally get a dresser because that was my thing, is I can't wash anything because I have nowhere to put it once it's washed. So today, actually, it should be in the dryer. I just did a load of like newborn stuff and burp cloths, and I have to go through our cloth diapers, and I have to wash those. So I've been trying to like prep today. And then, like I said, I want to clean my room. Like, I have this list. I feel like I'm going to be nesting like the next couple days just to make sure. Like I said, I don't know if baby's coming early or not. I really don't. Baby comes when baby's ready, and I'm okay with him coming whenever. So if he's not ready, that's fine too. I don't want to force him out before he's ready. But I feel like it was a little wake-up call, like, hello, Amanda, like, get your butt in gear. So my husband just called, so shut off the video. But I don't remember where I was, but basically what I'm saying is we're just gonna be in like extra like go mode to like just get everything prepared and ready for baby, because he could come at any time. So I would love to hear in the comments what you think. Do you think baby's gonna come early? Within the next 3 weeks would be early, right, before his due date? Or do you think I have at least 3 weeks to go yet? Let me know what you think, and I will do my best to try to find somewhere in my home that I can show you a bump shot. Okay, so I found a spot. This is actually in our freshly painted bathroom. This is the new fresh paint. Still have to put a second coat on it. But I figured it was a plain background that I could show you a bump shot. So here is your 37-week bump shot. So let's see, maybe I need to tilt it down a little bit more still. Sorry, this bathroom is really not large at all, so I apologize for the lack of, you're not getting to see the whole thing, but we'll show you. So here is the 37-week belly. Like I said, I think he's dropping, but he still looks pretty high. I don't know. So I think I probably still have a ways to go. Like, he's not, my belly button's, pointing pretty straight. I think he's going to drop a little more still. But here's the front. Here is the other side. And then we'll lift it up so you can see the bare belly. Tuck it up here. And the front. And the other side. All right, thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate you following the journey and sticking around until the end if you actually did. If you like these, make sure you subscribe, hit the little notification bell so that you know when a new video comes out, and make sure you like this page. I do have like so many videos that I wanted to do throughout this pregnancy, but now like with this happening, I don't even know if they're gonna get done. But at some point they will get put up and done, because I plan on still continuing with some videos. I don't really know exactly what about, but continuing videos on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and just thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.